What's up, family? Welcome back to Midwest Rumors. And before you do anything, hit the like button, drop a comment, and hype the video, man. We got to get into that algorithm, y'all. But listen, today, I want to speak on two people that meant a lot to the community. Two individuals that not only inspired the youth to do better, they also motivated the streets to do better as well, before their lives would be eventually snatched. Welcome back to Flint, a city full of talent, but no opportunity, man. A city where 80% of the population live in poverty. Poverty so bad that they had shut down most of the schools in recent years due to funding, leaving the youth to basically figure it out on their own, which would lead to lost and confused kids forced to follow the mentality and culture of the old street dudes that made a name before they eventually would meet their demise, right? It's a cycle, man. Just like I showed y'all in the Moral Hood Part 1 documentary. You can see the older dudes on the block hustling, promoting gang lifestyle, and then you can see how that same mentality was molded into the kids that's looking up to these dudes. It's a sick-ass cycle, man. But that's all we had to look up to growing up. You feel me? That's why when we finally get a positive role model in these smaller cities like Flint, Saginaw, Pontiac, Inkster, Lansing, you know what I'm saying? We gravitate to them. You feel me? Whether it be a rapper or an athlete, you feel me? We stand firm behind them because they are not only representing the cities that we come from, they are an inspiration to the youth. You know what I'm saying? And one of the people I want to speak on today is Jody Allen, one of the best high school basketball players to ever come out of the city of Flint.
Before you leave the bread, grab the scale and a pistol. The loudest niggas be the first one playing victim. You the type that'll send a nigga to the system. Trap house got a lot of white, lot of crystal. Trap house got a lot of dog, lot of Brenda. Trap house serving McNuggets out the window. Run that bag up just to blow it at the Protestant. I blow this bitch anywhere in my mama know. Give her back shots, then I'm gone, just like Vominos. Taliban pulling up with drums, just like rock and roll. How the fuck you niggas hit the road, ain't got nothing to show. You niggas po, and you niggas hoes, your baby mama know.
And yes, we've had other ballers like Mo Pete, Corey Hightower, Mateen Cleaves, DeAndre Upchurch. We had a whole lot of ballers, man. But none of them, in my opinion, was as dominant on the court as Jody Allen. We talking 25 points a game, at least 10 assists. He was aggressive on defense and had one of the meanest crossovers I've ever seen coming from a high school player, man. Especially with his height, he reminded me of Allen Iverson, man. And that would actually become one of his nicknames. You feel me? Not only because of his skills, it was his style and the fearless attitude he had on the court. He didn't care if you was 6'6", man. He was bringing that ball straight down the key. No hesitation. I'm talking about a real monster on the court, man. And had been next in line for a full ride athletic scholarship when the streets of Flint would strike again. And Jody Allen would eventually be killed after an unknown gunman would approach him while he was sitting on the porch, shooting him and fleeing the scene. This would send shockwaves through the city, man, as the community watched so much opportunity and potential be taken away for nothing. All the motivation and hope Jody Allen once gave the kids of Flint would be gone due to self-hatred and gun violence. The main two things that keep us hurting each other, right? I've watched so many positive people lose their lives due to these streets, casualties of war. You know what I'm saying? People that had nothing to do with beef or inner city gang conflicts. That's a fact. Jody Allen wasn't gang banging. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't involved in none of the gang street politics. The most I heard was he shot a little dice, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. But everything else, bro didn't even fuck around in the streets like that, as far as like the gang conflicts and the beef. You know what I'm saying? Bro was a staple in the community. Bro was something that the kids looked up to. Because like I told you, we don't have too many role models. So when we do get these rappers and these athletes, you get what I'm saying? We stand behind them. Why you think Michigan, Flint, Saginaw, you know what I'm saying? All of us, we stand behind Clarissa Shields. We stand behind Rio. We stand behind RMC Mike. You feel me? We stand behind YSR Grams. We stand behind Babyface E. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the staples in the community. This is the hope. They are the hope and the inspiration for the youth. Maybe not so much for us older people, because we already pretty much on our path and, you know what I'm saying, being guided different ways. But for the youth, this is giving them hope and inspiration. Maybe I can rap. Maybe I can make music, and, you know what I'm saying, maybe I can play basketball, football, track. Maybe I can box. You know what I'm saying? This is giving them something better to look at other than, shit, maybe I can be over there fucking with the south side niggas. Maybe I can fuck around on the east side. Maybe I can, you know what I'm saying, I want to fuck with the niggas over here. You know, all of that shit, bro. It keeps them occupied and focused when they have inspiration and hope. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say rest in peace, man, to Jody Allen. And I send my deepest condolences to the family, man. That's a fact. Now, another situation I want to speak on that really shocked the community was the murder of a Flint minister. So we're going to take it over to Gundry Hood, right? An area located in the first ward of Flint. Not too much of a bad area, but it did pop off a lot. And even though there was a heavy gang presence in the area, the people still managed to keep it looking halfway decent compared to other hoods in Flint. Now, this is not a full documentary on the hood, you feel me, on the whole area. This is just mainly on a subset within the hood, a set that's called themselves College Street. And like in every hood, you have a crew of dudes that will separate themselves and create their own movement. You feel what I'm saying? And that's basically what they did. They decided to just claim the block and would call themselves the College Street Hustlers, right? But College Street was in Gundry, right? Just so y'all know, it was in Gundry. But they would eventually end up going to war with different other crews and hoods around the city. Even some of the dudes within Gundry Hood, right? But Gundry was kind of like Merle. It was big as hell, land-wise, which resulted in there being 4 to 5 different cliques within the hood, and sometimes they wasn't particularly unified. You get what I'm saying? They might fuck with each other here and there, but niggas ain't really that unified like that, right? You had dudes off Edwards, also known as E Block. You got dudes off Roof Ave, Greenhouse niggas. You know what I'm saying? They used to have a bud over there. You had College Streets. You had the dudes on Holmes, you know? You had the niggas up on Barber Drive, you feel me, which had created their own clique as well. Like, it was a lot of independent little sets that was in Gundry. But like I said, this is not a full Gundry documentary. I'm just speaking on these College Street dudes in this whole case, because they was wild as hell, and them niggas was trigger happy, right?
Yeah, bitch. All the way from Gundry, motherfucker. We all the way from
But what I can say is them boys was some hustlers for real. You feel me? Stayed with a bag, stayed moving, you know what I'm saying? Stayed moving some bud. You feel me? They was some of the first dudes I knew in the city back in 2007, 2008 that had dro. You feel me? Real dro, man. I'm talking $20 bags, man. We was hustling up, get a little $20 bag of dro. Be high. I'm talking about be blitz. You feel me? Shout out Drees, Kenyatta, like them was some of the first niggas I got some real hydro from, bro. You know what I'm saying? This was back when we was smoking the regs and shit, bro. Them niggas, some of the first niggas that had the draw over there, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Drees, Kenyatta, rest in peace to them boys, you feel me? Because they did lose their life. Rest in peace, Drees, rest in peace, Kenyatta, man. But yeah, them boys was some hustlers for sure.
Bitch, I'm a college nigga. It's slow now, but I bet it speed up.
White bus, black tit, I spent your real. Black belt, gold head, cost $6. Niggas start hating when they see us. We already on it, so the glitzy.
And like I said, I used to pull up on some of the main faces from over there and grab the dro, man. Dudes like Jimbo, Drees, Kenyatta, you know what I'm saying? Them was they main members over there for real. But let's get back into the case, right? Because a couple of these dudes will go out and do some of the dumbest shit ever, right? And it all happened on November 24th, 2008, when Reverend Herbert Hart was riding along Myrtle Avenue, just a block away from his home, when a sedan would pull alongside of the minister, and two men would open fire on the vehicle, striking Herbert Hart in the head with a .40 caliber before fleeing the scene. Police would canvass the area speaking to witnesses, and after a couple months, they would finally identify and charge Brandon Silman and Richard Harrison with first-degree murder. They were both going to tell everything, right? Saying that they thought it was someone who had a bounty on their head, right? They thought the minister, right? They thought Herbert Hart was a nigga that had money on his head, bro. So they sprayed the car up. You feel what I'm saying? And what ended up killing the wrong person. And this person was a reverend, man. A minister who had helped countless kids within the community, even winning a champion award for all of the help and resources he had provided to the youth. Like, this senseless act of violence really devastated the community, bro. Like, for real, like, this shit was out of control. I remember my grandparents was sick behind this situation, bro, because they knew Reverend Herbert Hart personally. This would take a toll on his family and the people that have been blessed to even have Reverend Herbert Hart in their life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a staple. He was a leader in the community. You feel what I'm saying? He was on that righteous path helping the youth. You feel me? So that shit, it really messed a lot of people up, bro. So I just want to say, rest in peace to Reverend Herbert Hart, and I send my deepest condolences to his family. You know what I'm saying? And may they, you know what I'm saying, may they heal and continue to heal, you know? Because that shit just don't go away, man. I'm still healing from people I've lost way back in, you know what I'm saying, 2005, 6, 2007, 2008. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you would think you heal, but it takes a long time, bro, to really get over death. You get what I'm saying? But let's get back to this case, right? Because these dudes, bro, would start throwing each other under the bus, like I said. Brandon Silman, aka Fatty, would, you know what I'm saying, tell detectives that Harrison was the sole shooter. Then Harrison would say that he only shot a .22 caliber and that Brandon Silman was firing the .40 caliber that killed the minister. You get what I'm saying? They both was trying their best, bro. They both was trying their best to get out of this situation, bro. Literally. You feel me? Even if it meant throwing the other one up under the bus, they didn't give a fuck, bro. There was no more love and loyalty within them boys, man. You feel me? They was trying to get home. You hear me? And believe it or not, based on testimony, Brandon Silman would, you know what I'm saying, he would get from up under that murder charge. And I remember all this happened and news would hit all over the city that them boys was telling, and you had a few dudes who was affiliated, you know what I'm saying, with College Street and, you know what I'm saying, from over there with all of that. And they would actually be trying to defend him, claiming he didn't snitch and, you know what I'm saying, and where's the paperwork, and it ain't saying that in the paperwork and all of that. Even dropping songs and videos, like literally, like watch this shit here.
Why they trying to say fast or rat? Nigga quit it. You know how Rich got all that time on the statements that he written, nigga, that's why.
And back then, like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't sure. Wasn't nobody really that sure, because we was like kids down there. Like, basically nobody had access to the paperwork or the internet to get on there and look. But only a few people knew, you feel me? So it was a lot of he say, she say shit going around. But now you can get online and look up the case and all of this. Like, yeah, bro actually told, you know what I'm saying? And bro still out here with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Moving around with them. And I think they just caught another case. Like, so, like Wildside Graham said in that interview, bro, he seen a known shooter shooting at a nigga with a rat in the car. Like, niggas don't really care, bro. Niggas fuck with rats, bro. Niggas fuck with snitches. I don't care either way, bro. I'm not in the streets. You feel me? So I'm not judging you whether you told or not, bro. I don't plan on doing no criminal activities with none of these dudes anyway. So I don't care if a nigga told or not. But so-called street niggas, gangsters, and thugs, you know what I'm saying? They put that on such a high pedestal and still be picking and choosing who they call a rat or a snitch.
Put out there.
But this is how I feel. I see a lot of niggas with rats. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with you. I seen a known shooter from Flint shoot at some niggas with a rat in the car. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's a lot of, bro, people fuck with rats, bro. I'm telling you, like, niggas try to make it seem like they don't, but niggas fuck with rats.
But hey, that's the game y'all want to play? Go right ahead. Put your life in these niggas' hands and see what happened to you. You see how quick these two niggas turned on each other? Brandon Seelman and Richard Harrison. You see how quick they turned on each other? Come on, man. Shit ain't worth it, man. Get out of the streets, kids. You feel me? They went on a dummy mission and ended up killing an innocent man who was a pillar in the community that was doing more for the youth they probably would ever do in their whole life. You get what I'm saying? Like, this shit, hang it up, man. But hey, like I said, man, this is just a small, you know what I'm saying, little episode I wanted to put out, man. Still got a lot more coming. I see a lot of people from Saginaw be hitting me up, Ohio, Minnesota, wherever you from, bro, in the Midwest, bro. Hit me up. Follow me over here on Facebook. I made an Instagram. Follow me over on Instagram. Hit me up. I talk back, man. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever city you from in the Midwest, hit me up. I talk back, man. Or we can tap into where you from. Inkster, Pontiac, Kalamazoo, Muskegon, Ben Harbor, Lansing, wherever you from, bro, hit me up, bro. Tap in. Let me know your most dangerous hoods, man. What else, bro? Music. Y'all see I've been doing Song of the Week. If you fucking with the music, send it to me. If I like it, we could do it for Song of the Week. I'm not charging right now, but maybe in the future, but I just fuck with the music, so send me new music. If I like it, you'll see it at the end of the episode, bro. Song of the Week, you'll see a little snippet of it if you got a video. Only if you got a video, bro. You feel me? Well, it don't really matter if you got a video or not. Just send the music, bro. If you got a nice cover art, whatever, we can do a nice little snippet at the end. at the end of the motherfucking episodes. You feel me? Whatever. But yeah, man. It's Midwest Rumors, man. Make sure y'all continue to tap in. Make sure y'all can continue to share the content. And like I said, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. And I'm out.
You leave the bread, grab the scale and before you leave the bread, grab the scale and a pistol. The loudest niggas be the first one playing victim. You the type that'll send a nigga to the system. Trap house got a lot of white, lot of crystal. Trap house got a lot of dog, lot of Brenda. Trap house serving McNuggets out the window. Run that bag up just to blow it at the Prada store. I'll blow this bitch anywhere in my mama know.